Yeah. No. No. All right. Love to the wife. Wrong number.
Every week we have some amazing build up. That's the way to get it. Turn it around at the last minute. That's how you do it.
Wow. We've already got a guest.
We have indeed. Yeah. Hello and welcome to the flip side of Pete and Robbie. Although the intro says something else, I still haven't changed it, but I will get around to it. Welcome. We've got another fun packed show for you, playing you some news stuff as well, which we're so looking forward to. Hello, G Crypt. Yeah. So yeah, welcome along. Just like G Crypt there, if you want to comment on whatever you're listening or watch it on, and then we can put it up for you in the chat. As long as it's not a swear, as long as it's not a swear word, we will have you on there. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, welcome along. Hello, I'm Robbie, and that's Pete. That way. Oh no, it's this way. Okay, is that way? Yeah.
You're right, Rob. You okay?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. I've had a busy week. I've been to do some pub quizzes and bits and bobs like that, which we'll talk about in a little while. And just been watching some fantastic things, which we'll go through as well. It's been a lovely music week this week. I've just seemed to have, like you do sometimes, just listen to a lot of music. You know, sometimes you have a week where you sort of listen to the right amount and you just have an overkill splurge week. It's been like that for me this week. I've just been listening to so much music. It's been absolutely brilliant. Lots of different genres, lots of different things. Not a country fan, been listening to some country as well and really enjoyed it. So maybe in my twilight years, you know.
I'm really glad about that because, you know, like you say, sometimes you go crazy on music and some weeks you do nothing. I haven't listened to a damn thing. I don't have anything to say, so it's all on you.
Well, thanks for coming, Pete. It's lovely to have you here as ever.
All right, I'll see you later.
It's great. So we've got a fantastic guest coming up for you later. So we're not going to reveal who that is. We're going to say Valley Lights. We'll tell you his name later. He's a lovely guy. I interviewed him last year. It's been a year. We caught up in the chat and I sort of said it's crazy. It's been a year, and the interviews in the Chatting Tracks archive. You want to have a look at that as well. But we've got him on because he's got a new single coming out tomorrow on Valentine's Day, and he's very kindly going to let us play it today. So you're going to get an exclusive on the show. Valley Lights' his new track. So you've not heard it anywhere else. You can hear it first, and we're so thankful that he's going to let us play it. So thanks, dude. He's awesome, and he's incredibly handsome. So we're going to just go dark when he's here. Blackout screen.
Did you say he's incredibly handsome?
He's an incredibly handsome guy. You know what I mean?
No wonder you've been talking about him like that all week.
I've got the British teeth. That's my problem. You guys have got great grills. I haven't got that. Anyway, yeah, he's a fantastic guy. We're going to get him on in a little while. But first of all, let's carry on as we always do, Petey. And should we talk about what albums we've been listening to this week?
Yeah, let's do that. I'll go first if you don't mind.
Of course, sir. Of course.
I brought out this great album. I've been listening to this for years. It's an amazing album.
Oh, wow. Is that Tom
Waits? Heart Attack and Vine. Now, I know a lot of people can't really take Mr. Waits because he's a little bit out there sometimes, but this album is very accessible. It's great. It's from 1980. Were you born in 1980 yet, mate?
Yeah, so I was.
Yeah, it's great. It's really great stuff. It's there's songs like Downtown. It's just more of a bluesy, laid-back feel, a lot of like jazzy piano kind of stuff, but great melodies that you can get into. There's a song here called Jersey Girl, which Bruce Springsteen did, but it's Tom Waits' song. It's amazing. It's not like his crazy stuff where he's all over the place and you just say, Tom, forget it, man. I'm not for you. But definitely, Tom Waits, Heart Attack and Vine. It's made to look like an old newspaper here.
That's wonderful, yeah.
And those are all the lyrics.
Oh, so then it's the text. That's really cool.
Yeah, so it reminds me of stuff on here.
It reminds me of what's the one? Is it by Jethro Tull? That's got the newspaper look. It reminds me of that one as well. So it's like a British and American newspaper if you put them together. It's great. Tom Waits, did he write Downtown Train for Rod Stewart? That's one of his songs, isn't it?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, if that's right, let me know in the comments. I'm sure it is. Anyway, if not, I'll Google it. But but yeah, I'm sure he wrote that one. He's one of those guys that I probably should listen to him. I heard him back in the day, and his voice was a little bit too rough for me.
Yeah,
because he's sort of almost, it's not scat singing, is it? But he's kind of all over.
He reminds Joe Cocker's a lot like him, I think. You know, they get into their own world, and Joe does all the, like that and stuff, and kind of Tom Waits does kind of the same thing with his head going all over the place, saliva everywhere.
Mr. Valley Lights himself is popping in early. Hello, buddy. Yeah, he's one of those guys. I should definitely check him out at some point. He seems like a guy that I should definitely look at.
Yeah, you should. Nighthawks at the Diner, also another great album by him. And of course, he's an actor. He does a lot. He's done a lot of movies. He's really, really talented guy.
That's fantastic. So I'll give you my first album if you like.
I can't wait.
as you know, I've got the vinyl over there, and then sometimes what I like to do is just not look, wave my hand, and just pull an album out and just see what I've got. Because people have given me vinyls and bits and bobs like that, so I don't know actually what's in there. I just bag it and put it in the thing. So I pulled one out today. Thought I'd give it a spin, and I've actually fallen in love with it completely. Called it's by 3 Degrees.
Oh yeah,
and it's called The Unforgettable Music. And it's a wonderful album. This has got When Will I See You Again on it. This is the big song from this album. So it's from 1973. So this album is older than me, Pete, by the way. It's amazing. It's a really interesting album. From what I can tell, it's a lot of, so you got songs like Being a Woman, If and When, Year of Decision. It's got that amazing Philly sound over it. All those Philly musicians, it's got a load of strings on it. And it's got like fantastic drum, all the stuff you'd expect from them. But it looks like a lot of the songs were written by men, but sung by the girls.
Yeah.
And it's just weird that it worked that way round. Like there's a song called Dirty Old Man on there, which is about a guy that's messing about, stuff like that. And but it's written by like the guys channeling the girls. And you think, why didn't you get the girls to write it? Which obviously they wouldn't have done back then because it was a different time and a different place and stuff. And it's just interesting that they did it this way, but it's very strange for a first album. It's very concept-y for a start. It's got that sort of concept feel about it because it's all about like men and being in love, and it's almost like they meet someone, they break up with someone, then they get better again, if you know what I mean, like they get stronger again, and it's kind of got that feel to it, and the whole album just follows that sort of vein. It's really, really good. And because it's one of those things where you think that's an interesting song, that's an interesting song. Then When Will I See You Again comes on, and you kind of go, oh, that song actually breaks out now. It doesn't work now. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is what I've been listening to pretty much today, all day. I played it twice actually, but it's very good. So we'll put a link to the description to all these albums we talk about in a minute, so you can find that as well. So 3 Degrees, The Unforgettable Music. That's my.
I love the 3 Degrees, mate.
You do?
But you know what though? They're not as smart as you think they would be.
No.
Yeah, they're actually quite stupid, even though they have 3 degrees.
Very good.
All right. No, that wasn't very good at all.
No, it's great. It was great.
Oh, thanks, mate. I have another album. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, go on then.
Now, last time we were on, we talked about the Bob Dylan film, and I've been obsessing over Bob for a little while.
Yeah.
And I saw this online, and I was like, oh my God, this looks great. So I got it.
Wow.
Bob Dylan, More Blood, More Tracks. It's part of the Bootleg series. This is also known as his New York sessions.
Right. Okay.
So for Blood on the Tracks, he basically did a session in the recording studio in New York City, and also one in Minnesota.
Right.
This is the first one. Now, this is him just acoustic and really raw, raw. Like, I don't know if you know the album too well, but there's a song called "I'm Gonna Miss You." What's it called? I don't know it that well either. You're Gonna Make Me Lonesome When You Go. Right. Now on the album Blood on the Tracks, it's kind of like jolly, you know, it's like ding, 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 and you're gonna miss me, man. But it's not supposed to be like that. I always thought odd. It's a great song, but it's a bit odd. On this one, oh my goodness, it's like your heart is being torn out by Mr. Dylan, and you're loving every second of it. So if you're a Dylan fan, definitely make this part of your collection because it's got some great versions of songs that you know, but you don't know them like this. Great stuff, mate.
Dylan's one of them. Yeah, again, he's a Marmite person. I could take him or leave him. Like I listened to one of the songs I love by is what's it called? People Are Crazy and Times Are Strange. I think, is it called People Are Crazy? I think it's called. That's really, really good. But that's a later song, but I think it's because he sings quite clearly in it, and I quite like it.
Yeah, you don't like the whole "Hey, I walk down the street."
No, I never got into that stuff.
You know, I went to see him actually. I saw Bob Dylan in New Jersey years and years ago.
Oh yeah,
I could not understand a word he was saying, and I didn't even know the songs he was playing. Even when he sang like a Rolling Stone, he did it in a different melody. Different.
Nice.
What is this? We all walked.
That's fantastic. Anyone that's just joined us, by the way, if you want to talk to us, hit us up in the comments. We'd love to know what you've been listening to this week as well. It's not just about us. Let us know what you've been listening to. So yeah, let us know. There we go. Elbow cough. And wow, I don't know what this stuff is, but that's amazing. No. Anyway,
so elbow cough is something like He doesn't like Dylan, so he's like,
vampire coughing. I know what you mean now. So, hang on, there we go. He says, I preferred Cohen to Dylan. I can't disagree with that, G-Crypt. I love Cohen. And Cohen's amazing. Even his later albums.
he is.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
You know what? This is life. You can have both.
There is that. That's true. So, would you like my second choice for this week?
Yes.
Yeah. I went to see, actually, no, I'll just show the record first. I've been listening to this amazing album, Led Zeppelin III, because I went to see the Becoming Led Zeppelin documentary / film the other day, which we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, I've been playing this. I just love this album. I think this is, to me, their pinnacle album. This is the Led Zeppelin version of Hunky Dory to me, because it's quite acousticy. It's still quite rocky. And it's, I know they're the big songs first, but I don't know why. I think this is like a transition album to me. Or dare I say, it could be some of the last of the best stuff, I think, in my opinion. I know, but I don't seem to listen to the albums after this one. I kind of just get to here and I go, that'll do me. It's got Immigrant Song opening it, of course, which just smashes you in the face. Celebratory Tangerine, the weirdest love song in the world. Bonya stomps on it. Gallows Pole, which they did again on the Plant and Page No Quarter album, which is fantastic. Hats off to Roy Harper, friends. I just think this is amazing. And this one's got the spinny wheel thing on it as well. So you can spin the, do you know what? I better not do it because this is an original, but you can spin this part here and then it's changed and all that sort of stuff. But this is the original, so I don't want to do it. But so it's a wonderful album. It's their acoustic-y rock one. They wrote it in a house, recorded it pretty much in a house. And I think it just shows the time, like, we'll talk about the film in a minute, but it's the bit where they're kind of chilled out. They've done 2 big albums, loads of tours. They're in somewhere just chilled out, and they get the acoustics out, and then they write this amazing album. You know what I mean? I think this shows what's happening at the time. In the film, they were saying that a lot of the songs were reflecting where they were doing on the second album and bits and bobs like that. So it's absolutely amazing. Anyway, that's my second choice of the week. Check them out. We'll have links in the description afterwards.
Led Zeppelin always scared me though when I was a kid. I always thought, with the Zeppelin exploding and on fire, I was like, this is really devil's heavy metal music.
Yeah.
It's just like the same thing with the Grateful Dead. It was the same kind of thing, with the roses and the skeletons and stuff. But once I listened to them, it's just absolutely just beautiful music. Really great stuff.
Yeah. Cool. So we play a track as we're.
Okay. Let's.
Okay. What would you like?
Play a guy called Electrobuddha. He is from Scotland. Where is he? In Glasgow, in Scotland. And this is his song, Scandinavian Girls.
Scandinavian Airlines, she's waiting for me.
Good stuff.
Who doesn't love the Scandinavian girl, says G.
Right, yeah. I love the video. I love found footage on the internet,
Yeah.
It's really works cool. really well. And he talks about every pika in the summer sun. Now, pika in Scandinavia is like going out for coffee and hanging out. So it's got its own word, because I don't know if you've been to Scandinavia. Have you, Robbie?
No, I've never been to Scandinavia.
When you're there, they're very laid back. So they have a name for going out to have coffee just to make it easier. Come on, going to a pika.
Oh, they couldn't just say lunch.
No, well, it's not lunch. It's just coffee.
Okay.
Coffee for you here.
Can I just call it coffee then? Anyway,
Scandinavian, mate. They like to be different.
Let's just have like we talked about Led Zeppelin a second ago. Let's have a quick chat about the film, which I saw the other day before we bring our guest on. It's called Becoming Led Zeppelin. I've got a bit of a trailer for you. Let's have a look at this, shall we? Get this out.
You could tell it was going to be a good group, but people wouldn't even book the band.
We knew something was in the air. I could feel it around me.
Everyone said, you're mad. You're completely crazy.
But I knew this was going to be the way to go.
It was an electric atmosphere. And that had been what I'd been waiting for.
We knew that we were on the right track.
I wanted it to be something that they hadn't heard before.
The first time we played together, it was stunning. It was like a gift from heaven, wasn't it?
Okay, all I can say is you've got to see this movie. It's absolutely amazing. The footage is incredible. The interview they found, all four of them are talking. So they found an interview with John Bonham, I think it's in Australia, talking about his life. So they managed to dub that in. So all four are talking about their careers and their lives and stuff like that. I came back so infused by the actual film. I did a live stream when I walked through the door. So that's on my YouTube channel. And I had to talk about it straight away. I was like, this film is amazing. I got to talk about it. And it's one of those things where we're in this, it was like 7:00 Sunday night, and there's 12 people in there. And it starts the film as the credits, and then the Zeppelin slowly goes across the screen like this, and then all of a sudden it just goes bum bum, and you go whoa, and you see it literally pins you to your seat. You're like, God, I forgot how good that is, and especially when you hear it really, really loud as well. And it's just a really good documentary. It goes up to the second album, and I'm hoping they're going to do the follow-on now, like the second album onto maybe the end of Led Zeppelin. But if you're a Zeppelin fan, or even if it's just like a good rock music documentary, just go and see it. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. Apparently it was made in 2021 and it was unfinished, and they were shipping it around, playing it at festivals, and everyone was going, when's this coming out? And they were going, well, we don't know. And then eventually it's come out, and it's brilliant. It's so good. It's so good. I can see Led Zeppelin all of a sudden entering like the charts again, where people are now going to go and watch this film, and they're going to drag their kids along to watch it. And then the kids are going to go, hang on, Dad, this is quite good.
Yeah.
You can see it's going to have the ripple effect, and Zeppelin's going to become really cool all of a sudden. They've always been cool, don't get me wrong, but there'll now be a surge of Zeppelin music. It's fantastic.
That's great. So it's an authorized biography.
Yep, it's all Jimmy Page's footage, which a lot of it you've never seen before.
So the only downer in that is that it's what he wants us to see. There's none of the gritty, dirty stuff that
there's no tales of like swordfishes
no fish.
Yeah, you can Google that. I'm not going to tell you what that is. But yeah, so it's a very clean documentary, but it's a wonderful documentary. They obviously, Jimmy Page and John Paul Jones were session musicians as well, and they talk about the sessions. But I didn't realize they both played on Goldfinger.
Oh right.
So yeah, like the bass on Goldfinger is John Paul Jones, and then Page is playing the guitar part in the background. He doesn't do a solo or anything, but you can hear him sort of strumming and stuff like that.
Excellent.
But it's brilliant. There's so much information in it. It's 2 hours. It seems like it's 5 minutes, which is a shame because I could have watched it all day. Like just got out for a wee and come back. It's brilliant. Anyway, that's the Led Zeppelin movie. You've got to check it out if you can.
Excellent, mate. That's excellent. I'm going to see it tomorrow. I got one question though.
Yep.
Did you have popcorn?
No.
Oh, okay.
What?
We're going to bring the guest on now.
All right, we'll bring the guest on now. I'll tell you what, why don't we play one of his tracks before we bring him on? Why don't we give people a flavour of who this man is? I'm just going to tell you that. So Kai reached out to me, Valley Lights, about a year ago. He sent me his album, which is absolutely fantastic. It's on Spotify. There'll be links in the descriptions that well. He does an amazing cover of Dreams by Fleetwood Mac. So I think it's only fair we play that before we bring him on. So Kai, get ready, buddy. You're up after this. Wonderful stuff.
Lovely. Excellent, mate.
All the way from America. It's Kai.
There he is.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
All right. How are you doing, mate?
Good. Great to see you. Robbie, awesome to see you again, man.
And you, buddy. It's
Happy
been
to be here.
It's great. I love the Pulp Fiction bit in the video, by the way, with the briefcase. It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you quickly before we talk about your music. Are you comfortable making videos? Is it one of those things you enjoy doing?
Yeah, it is actually. I got a degree in acting, and I grew up doing theater and stuff like that. So it feels pretty natural to sort of be on set. It did take me a little bit, like the whole like lip syncing thing, and then I just realized it's easier for me to I just sing when I do music videos. I'm just singing out loud, like because it just seems weird to lip sync. So I just will sing live. But yeah, no, it's a really fun experience, and you know. But I got another one in the books. I recorded it with a great director out in Los Angeles, so that's going to be coming out in a couple months, and I'm really excited about that one, and I hope you guys check it out when we release it.
Absolutely, sir.
Definitely.
So, for people that have never heard you before, we had a flavour of your music there, but obviously as a cover. How would you describe your music?
So this style of music is typically called like synthwave or retro wave or even synth pop, and it's just it's almost like a modern interpolation of 80s music, right? So it's not to me there is a pretty serious distinction between like actual 80s music and synthwave, and I think you can hear that. It's sort of like makes these nods to the 80s, but it is a lot of modern production and just kind of modern songwriting. And there are artists who delve more into the sort of 80s environment and sing about arcades and actually sort of like live that 80s lifestyle. I personally don't do that in my music. I love the soundscapes that are found in synthwave, but I just talk about what's going on in my life and modern stuff, and I don't delve too much into the nostalgia of it. But I just love the sound of it. Like when I first got into synthwave, it just it made me feel like I was in a different world, you know, or a different time or a different dimension or something. Like I could close my eyes and just imagine myself being in a different world, and that just really inspired me to start doing it myself.
I mean, it's wonderful stuff. It's obviously because I was doing a lot of 80s stuff on my channel. Like I've discovered all the synthwave stuff, and you're right. It's a homage to the past with a futuristic twist on it, and it's wonderful stuff because it's a lot of synthesizers. It's that sort of early Human League, the sort of early development of 80s before it got too big. And it's wonderful stuff. I mean, it's just your album came out last year. Is it 2 Lane Highway? Did I get that right?
2 Lane Highway, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's a wonderful album, and you can, like you say, you can hear your influences on it as well as your own touch on it, and it's wonderful. And it does, you know, I grew up in the 80s because I'm old, and I do remember that sort of feeling when you had those sort of synth pop records coming on. So it's like it's a strange album because it's futuristic and it makes you remind of your past if you were there at the same time. It's brilliant how you've done that. It's really good work.
Yeah, I think a term they use is like retrofuturism, right?
Oh.
Which is this kind of funny.
The future, yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely wonderful.
I really love that video you made there, mate. Really great. And
thank you.
It's like being in a dream, you know?
Yeah.
The whole atmosphere is great.
No, I worked with this great directing couple, Ferdinand and Kiara. We shot that in White Sands, New Mexico, which is down south, and you can tell by the video, it's just this. It's like being on Mars or something, because there's a little road that goes through it, but when you get onto the other side of the dunes, it's just this white gypsum sand everywhere, and you could just you could just pretend that you're on a different planet, or I don't know, in the Middle East, but it's wild. And yeah, Kiara was the girl, the love interest, or whatever you want to call her in the video, and Ferdinand did most of the directing, but they were awesome, and that was their whole concept, and it turned out amazing, so I was super happy with it.
Yeah, it's great. I was wondering though, Dreams, the song itself is it's a very emotional song, isn't it? About you know, tumultuous times and things. Is that one of the reasons it struck a chord with you? Is there something going on in your life that it kind of reflected?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I was always a big fan of Fleetwood Mac, especially Rumors. You know, my mom and dad would both listen to that album, and it just stuck with me. And Dreams has just always been one of my favorites. And I always liked singing that song in karaoke. Like that was always something fun for me. And I would sing that song uh, a lot of times in duet with my ex-girlfriend. And so like I wanted to do a cover just because I feel like synthwave covers do something cool. Like I just, I like the genre blending of taking something and
Yeah.
sort of reinterpolating it. And yeah, so I would say like Dreams was lyrically something I was going through 100%. And then, with that same girl that I used to sing it at karaoke with. So it was just like, I don't know, it's just something I thought was kind of ironic and fun to do. So, and just having a genuine love for the song to begin with, I just thought it would be a perfect track to cover.
It fits in 3 parts, doesn't it? It's like then, and now.
Yeah, exactly.
So, like when you obviously you said you had this thing with this lady there. Did that affect the songwriting of your album at the time? Was you focusing your sadness?
Oh yeah, no man. I mean, the whole writing of Two Lane Highway was just crazy, man. Like I went through this breakup, and it was just really really sloppy and bad and just shitty. And it was interesting because Two Lane Highway is the first time I'd always kind of done music, and Two Lane Highway was the first time I was able to sort of channel all this like pain and just emotion into music. Like I'd always heard about people saying, "Oh yeah, I was going through some shit and I wrote these songs," and I was like, "Fuck, why can't I do that?" And then I don't know. It just like something clicked, and I just was like, I have to make this album. And I just felt this feeling of like, if I don't do this, I'm really going to be letting myself down in a big way. And so like, I just went through and did it. And I mean, if you listen to Two Lane Highway, there is a strong through line throughout the entire album. And yeah, it really just is kind of like a chronicle of just what I was going through at the time.
Did it help you? Was it? It was like a cathartic experience. I'm sure.
It did. I would say 100% it was a cathartic experience. Although there were times where I had to ask myself, I was like, am I releasing this stuff, or am I holding on to it? Am I being really self-indulgent here, And I think the answer to that question is yes. It was cathartic overall. I mean, yeah, it was a way for me to just put this stuff down and kind of like let it go, or release it into the universe in a positive way, in a way that ultimately I hope uplifts other people and inspires other people, or just makes you want to dance.
Yeah, of course. Other people going through the same thing. We're going through the same thing. So hopefully, like you said, they'll listen to it and make them feel better. Did you send a copy to the old girlfriend?
Say what?
Did you send a copy to the old girlfriend?
Oh man, that story kept going after Two Lane Highway. So yeah, you may hear a touch of it on the new single. I'm just saying. Yeah, she actually, the first single I put out was called Headlights, and somehow she got wind of it and reached out to me after I put that single out. And yeah, we haven't been in contact recently, but yeah. I mean, it's just the never-ending story.
Yeah.
So we just got some comments there. So everyone says there, you look great. We enjoy to hear about the album in a different way, because obviously, you hear it one way and interpret another way. G Grip says, "Wow, so much pain," but amazing music came from it. Everyone says, "Music is a great healer and catharsis." Could not agree with that anymore. That's a fantastic way of looking at it. And my favorite one so far. Thanks to the hosts.
Yeah, thank you guys very much, and thank you, Yvonne, and thank you, G Crypt. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us, and
So obviously, synth pop is, can I call it synth pop, or is that insulting? I'll call it synth
I synth pop to me is a way of describing it for just an easier way for people to understand.
we'll do that.
People generally know what that is.
So we're starting with synth pop. You've got a song idea in your head. What do you sit down with? Piano? Is it a synthesizer? Is it guitar? Because it's a different genre to write for.
So what I did is I play guitar and I can mess around on the piano a little bit, but I just kind of realized when I started this project, it was really important for me because I kind of just said, what am I good at and what do I want to do? And I realized what I like to do is I want to be a vocalist, and I enjoy writing lyrics. So those were the two things that I sort of acknowledged. And synthwave or synth pop is generally a very like stylized production, like you hear it. And so I basically just made a point of scouring the internet and finding some really good producers. And then from there, I would kind of like pitch them on ideas, or I would send them references, or I would sometimes give them like a very basic kind of like chord progression or something, and kind of allow them to flesh it out. And then what I like to do is kind of going back to what I said earlier is I listen to the music and I just kind of see what it paints in my head. Or a lot of times I will have, it's almost like a thesis paper or something. I'll come up with the title in my head. Like I got the name 2-Lane Highway for a song. It was in my head. And then from there, I just work down from that, and it becomes the chorus and it becomes the verse. And that's typically how I do it. I love to just kind of like hear the music and just see what it evokes in me, and lyrically, what does it create for me, and just sort of build off of the music into the lyrics and things like that.
That's wonderful. Lovely comment coming as well. Love the new track. Can't wait for the album, my friend. Look at that. Fantastic.
Maya, thanks for stopping by. She's over in the UK.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, shout out Maya Camara. She's an amazing synthwave artist as well. Beautiful singer, beautiful voice. Go check her out. And yeah, thank you for stopping by, Maya.
Right, we'll have her on then. Maya, contact us. We'll get you on.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Julie. We need to give that album a listen. There we go.
Hey, Julie.
I feel like it's a show where we're bringing people you've not spoke to for ages together. Like it's
Good.
While we're here, we'd love to, obviously to play some more tracks. We're going to play your new single in a little while. But you want for us to play some people? We can talk about it after. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, let's do it.
That's fantastic. Petey, who are we going to play?
Let's play Paul Magid, Culture War, okay?
Okay, no worries.
I just want to say, now this guy wrote this album from beginning in 2016 because it needed to be done. And I thought once I played it back then, it never needed to be played again. But unfortunately, it does. So here's Culture War by Paul Magid.
Breaking news of epic proportions. You want news? I bet your news. Let's go. Political rage and social divide. Diamonds of truth lost in the abyss of lies. Oath and a pledge before the demon cries. It wasn't a surprise. They say what goes around comes around. But we were here before it crashed to the ground. acid apocalypse.
Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Well, maybe a little bit outdated. It was, it was quite early, but it's still, unfortunately, it's still applicable today with the Orange Menace back in place.
It is, yeah, it's amazing. So we just had some quick comments in as well. G-Crypt says, wow, I've got things you've got coming up. This is for you, Kai, obviously. There we go. We got Christine Ranger. Da-da-da. So is that a long lost cousin that we found now? Is this a reunion show? So Christian says, yeah, it's lovely to see you with a wonderful host as well. Kai, you got to come to the UK so we can do a show together or something. I could not agree more.
I would love to, Maya. You got to be there with me, though.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. If that works, we want free tickets, by the way, just so you know.
I got you.
So have you been touring much in the States with your music? Have you been able to get out and about?
Not really touring. No, I this past year was awesome because I had my first ever live show as Valley Lights in Los Angeles. It was an event called Escape from LA. It was put on by this great promotion company called the Synth Cartel, and I played with Slack Machine, who's an awesome DJ. Missing Words, who are a great LA band. Let 'Em Riot. And Driver 405, and it was just an amazing success. My mom came out, my brother came down from Northern California, and that was just like really like me stepping onto the scene officially, and it was great. And since then, I've done a few other shows in LA, and then I'm actually in New Mexico right now, and over the past summer, I set up this really cool event called Summer Nights, which I did with two close friends of mine, Antonio Madrid and DJ Magic Mikey. And basically, once a month we would set up at this bar and just take it over. It was funny. It's this cowboy bar, and there's dead shit on the walls, animal heads, and we would go in there and deck it out with neon lights, bring in a humongous subwoofer, and I would do sets, and then DJ Magic Mikey would play music and do a little dance party, and I'd come back on, and it was just a really great vibe. It wasn't quite like a traditional concert. It was more just like a house party or something, and we really pulled it off, and it was just a blast.
Yeah, it sounds like
so. I really enjoyed doing that, and yeah, I'd love to get a little tour going. I mean, my goal is to kind of take over the Southwest, so California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, Texas, New Mexico, and then also synthwave has a really big following up to the Pacific Northwest, so kind of like Seattle, Portland area. So I'm in a pretty good spot for making the type of music that I am, and I'd love to put together a little tour. And for now, just playing shows when they come up, and playing live is probably my favorite thing. I just love being out there and the crowd interaction and
the sweat, the smells. Yeah,
it's just it's an amazing experience. So hope to do that coming up.
So Maya says, I got you. So it looks like it's going to happen if you come over. We'll definitely be there for that one. Julie, where's Julie's message? She says, I miss those shows. One of the best times ever. Hello, Julie.
We'll do it again, Julie.
And one more. Hang on. I can't keep up with the comments today. They're too fast. There you go. That one. And then we've got one more. West Coast tour, G-Crypt's asking. There you go. You're going to do, yeah, hopefully.
I hope so, G-Crypt.
So is there any sort of 80s synth influences you've got that you looked at to sort of not copy them, but go, if I could make music like them, it would be that band? Is there anyone like that you was after?
I wouldn't say necessarily copy, but I would say the two biggest influences I had from the 80s were New Order and The Cure. Oh. So I just loved, both of them have great like pop sensibility. I mean, New Order especially is just so catchy and so dancey. It's interesting because I remember, growing up and being like, that's the type of music I want to do. just kind of something synthy, something with some guitars in it. And then I remember in the early 2000s, the Killers put out their album Hot Fuss, and I was like, to me, that was an extension of it. It was sort of poppy, and there was a synthesizer and a rock component, and then I found synthwave, and I was like, oh my God, this is it. Like I finally figured it out. But I had always just, and then, obviously with The Cure, they have this great kind of darkness to them, and New Order as well. But those were the two biggest 80s ones that inspired me. And I just love their music, and I'm kind of glad to kind of carry that with me, and just those influences with me into the future.
That's awesome. So Christy says you were great at, is it the Bondi Fest?
Bodie Fest. Thank you. That was just that was a small gig I did for this retreat center. It was a good time.
That's amazing. So time is pressing on us, so we want to get your new track in, if that's all right.
Let's do it.
You've obviously got a new song coming out tomorrow. You've amazingly given us the preview today. We're so chuffed. So thank you so much for that. It's great.
Yeah, of course, man. Happy to do it here.
I walked an inch taller all day now, and I was doing something that so did Pete. So do you want to quickly tell us a little bit about the track before we play it? What was it inspired by? Was it, like you were saying earlier, was it the remnants of an old relationship, or was it looking forwards?
Yeah, it was. I mean, so this song's called Alexandria, and I don't know, you'll see a lot of similar thematics. It's just kind of this feeling deeply about somebody and trying to like acknowledge those feelings of how do you let this person go, or do you hold on to them? And then also the feeling of what is it truly like when they let me go as well. And I just I wrote this song again. Like I said, I was listening to the music, and I was on my friend's couch, shout out Brian Daniel Porter, and I had a little bit too much to drink, and I was just on his couch. I was going to bed, and I was just playing the music over, and like the chorus just came to me. I was just like, whoa, Alexandra. And it just like, I just like spit it out, and I was like, fuck, that's it. That's the one. And it just kind of went from there. But yeah, it's funny how things work out, because I wanted this to be the first single that I put out. Wasn't sure if it was going to happen or not. And then here we are. It's the first new song I'm putting out in over a year, and super excited about it. Super excited to debut it here on the flip side of Pete and Robbie. And yeah, let's give it a spin.
Fantastic. So you heard it here first. You can get it tomorrow. There'll be links to Spotify afterwards, obviously, but let's hear this video. I've not heard it yet. I'm super excited. I wanted to wait till today.
Oh, sick. All right, let's do it.
So let's do it.
I still pretend that everything's alright. Everything's alright. Whoa, Alexandra, don't ever let me go. Oh, 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 Alexandra.
Wow. That is sick.
Such a
Thank
big
you.
sound. Really great. Really.
Yeah,
Thank you guys. Yeah.
I got
Wow.
headphones on and that bass arpeggiator at the start, and I was like, "Whoa,
Yeah.
that is
Yeah,
dirty."
it's,
I like
it's
it. I like
fat.
it. It's
Yeah.
dirty.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That's great. That's got everything about 80s synth stuff I love in it. You've got like the arpeggiators in it. You had your reverbing harmonies in there. Oh man, sick. Really good.
Yeah, really
I'm
good.
not
Thank
saying
you.
it's really, really good.
Appreciate that, guys. Yeah, no, I'm really excited about it. I love that song, and I'm really happy to get it out there tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
Valentine's Day.
Oh,
If you don't have a date, you got a date with Alexandra. So
That's-
go stream it.
That's
Um,
right.
Mine wants to know: is it a random name or was it someone special? You don't have to go into details too much, obviously.
Yeah, no. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but yeah, she was a very, very special person in my life, and just got a lot of great music out of it.
It's calling you back already. Look at that. She heard the song. Calling you now to apologize.
And you want you back.
That's fantastic. But no, it's so I think that single there is like I can see the direction you're going in now. It's slightly darker but still poppy at the same time. And also
Yeah.
it's completely different from your older material in one single. You can tell the way you're going on it. And I think that record sums you up more than the one we played earlier, which is obviously a cover. But I think if people want a flavor of your music, that's definitely the one to listen to because that's
Thank
really
you.
good, man.
I agree.
Really, really good.
I must admit, I'm not really into synth pop, but mate, you have turned me.
Oh, hey, thank you. I appreciate that, Pete.
And that man is a rock. He's hard work. Anyway, we're going to sign you off now. Thanks for coming on, Kai. Hang around. Links
Yeah, of course.
We'll have links to all your material as well, so people will check you out. In the meantime, where's the best place if someone's listening to this? Where's the best place to find your stuff?
You can find me on all digital streaming platforms. I'm on all socials. My most active is going to be Instagram, so find me there. And wherever you choose to listen to music, go check it out. Go stream the new single Alexandria tomorrow. You can buy my first album on Bandcamp. My first album, 2 Lane Highway. And thank you guys. Everybody that's here, support these guys, subscribe to their channel, follow them on Instagram. They do a lot of great stuff. They interview great artists, like yours truly. And thank you so much for having me, and I appreciate everybody. Thank you guys.
Thanks for coming on, mate. Cheers.
We'll see you in a minute. Thanks, buddy. Awesome music, awesome guest, nice guy, brilliant.
I always would have played that song first, man. That was an excellent song.
Yeah. See what I mean? He's really handsome. I told you he's a really good looking guy, isn't it?
Not
Some parts of America, But anyways, it's great. We've probably got time for one more single. Oh, sorry, we just had another comment come in. 1 minute. Where's it gone? I've lost my comments now. No, okay, it doesn't want to work now. Hang on. No, it's gone. Okay. Maya said there's lots of great Civ content out there, and I totally agree as well. I don't know why that's just. Oh no, we've had 2 more comments. Well, that's why. There we go. We had woo. That's come up as well. That's the comment I was looking for. So it scrolled. I couldn't find it, and then we've had. There we go. Awesome, fantastic stuff. So anyway, we're going to play one more track before we say goodbye. So what
Sarah McQuaid. This is a lovely song. She's a really great, a great artist. It's from her St. Buryan Sessions acoustic. And this is called Charlie's Gone Home by Sarah.
gone home now. I drove him downtown and dropped him off at the station. I'm sweeping the floors now, changing the sheets and organizing the kitchen. And the house is so quiet, it feels so strange. Only 1 hour, everything's changed. It seems so empty. I feel so alone. It was a party that lasted a week and a half. We played music together and we drank and we laughed, and now it's over. Charlie's gone home. He came here one evening. I wasn't expecting such a happy surprise, with his jokes and his teasing. He had me laughing so hard there were tears in my eyes. And Charlie's got a whole lot of stories to tell. He has an endless supply and he tells them so well. He's had a wild life. He likes to ramble and to roll. He's been filling my head with the things that he's seen, the scrapes he's got into, and the places he's been. But now they're fading, 'cause Charlie's gone home. When Charlie is with me, my life is on hold. He takes all my time, things get out of control. I should be relieved that I'm finally able to breathe again. Charlie's gone home now. I drove him downtown, dropped him off at the station. I'm sweeping the floors now, changing the sheets and organizing the kitchen. And the house is so quiet, it feels so strange. Only 1 hour, everything's changed. It seems so empty. I feel so alone. It was a party that lasted a week and a half. We played music together and we drank and we laughed, and now it's over, 'cause Charlie's gone home. It's over, 'cause Charlie's gone home. It's over, 'cause Charlie's gone home.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Beautiful stuff. We like to change it up on the show, don't we? We play lots of kind of music. It's really great stuff.
We do. I mean, using that hall for the reverb as well is a fantastic idea.
Yeah, and she recorded the whole album there. It's called Sarah McQuaid at the St. Buryan's session. I think it's out in Cornwall. Great. Check it out. She's on Bandcamp. We're going to have all the links below. Check all of them out, mate. It's great. You're going to love all the music we played, especially Kai and Valley Lights.
There was an album that came out in the 60s. I can't remember the name of it, and it was called So-and-So in the Taj Mahal. And it was exactly the same thing. They mic'd up the Taj Mahal when he played the flute. I can't remember the album is now. And it had that sort of amazing. I listened to a bit of it. It's amazing. You can hear the actual room. You know, it's beautiful when they do that. Yeah. Anyway, Time's beaten us yet again. It's time for us to go. But we want to say thank you to everybody that's tuned in. Thanks to everybody that's commented. Subscribe to both of me and Pete's channels, and the flip side as well. We need all your support, because we're always trying to get unsigned bands and artists on. And obviously, we're keeping this show rolling and getting people to support unsigned bands. And hopefully, you're going to find something new you've never heard before. And hopefully, get someone on that really makes you go, what's that? It's brilliant, like we do every single week.
That's right. And if you do, contact them. It means a lot to the artist, really.
Yeah, definitely get in touch and say hello. And say hello to us if you want to. Email us and say hello, and just let us know what you like and what you don't like about the show.
Email Robbie. I can't be bothered.
Do a bit of that. Anyway, it's been a blast, Petey. Always fun, isn't it? Yep. And we get to play some new music and talk about new things. Anyway, so check out the Led Zeppelin film. Check out the albums in the description. Definitely check out Kai's music. We links in the description. All the artists we played tonight. Give them your support. Give the channel support. We love you. We'll see you next time.
See you next time, guys. Thanks.
Bye-bye.